I want to welcome to Wingcat Sports. It's our weekly Tigers review today. They did go 4-3 this week. Not the kind of week we needed, but they did win their series against KC. Right, they won 3 out of the 4 games, but then you went and you lost the series to San Diego, who has a really good offense right now. So it's kind of expected. But if you would have won that series, that would have really helped your playoff push.
Yep, 5-2 is the minimum for me. 4-3, just it is what it is, and they're doing the best they can. I hope, like I said, that we, as long as we're in this thing, that we keep trying. And I think a divisional title, regardless, would be a feather in their cap, considering what we expected of them in the beginning of the season. And I know it's the popular opinion that if you don't got a chance to win the World Series, you should just sell off pieces. And that probably is going to happen. But I still think you should have enough integrity. We got to, I know a lot of people go say, it's little league and stuff to just want to win every game and go out there and try hard and do all your stuff. But I just think it's good. I just think it's good for the game. Everything else that these teams keep trying to achieve anything. I mean, no one expects a World Series, but you never know. If you get into the playoffs and get hot, I'm certainly not saying the Tigers would do that, but
the division is not.
I hope they don't get rid of. I guess you were saying something about Michael Lorenzen possibly being traded.
Astros and Rays are looking at him. It's rumored he might be gone before the deadline hits on August 1st. We'll see if it happens. Right, we still got a couple weeks. Things can turn around. You could have a really, really good week this week, and then you're right back into it. If somehow you go on a streak, you're still only 6.5 games back while we're making this video. Depends on how the Twins do in their game, to whether we're 7 games back or 6 games back. The Twins have been winning, and that is kind of hurting your chances at that division title as you keep on losing. When we look at this week, we do have the makeup game against the Giants to start the week out.
Is that the one we're going to tomorrow?
Yes, that's the one.
We'll be there tomorrow.
And then for the rest of the week, you have a 3-game set against the Angels at home, and then you're going to go to Miami and play the Marlins. Now,
if they're 4-3 this week, I'll be happy. But this is a rough week for us. So.
It begins your tough stretch, as this is the last week of July. After this week, you have a very tough month of August. And then September is going to have to be a bounce back if you're still in the realm of possibility for the division title. I do not think
you were saying that the Twins pretty much have a
easier schedule.
More easier schedule
than we do.
This is
August is a schedule of above 500 teams. So it's not going to be the easiest for the Tigers to even bounce back. It's not like they couldn't, right? With the right stuff that happens by the end of this week.
Tigers are a strange team, and they seem to play up to their competition. And, if they can get hot, their pitching has been good.
You only have 1 bad game this week, really 2, because you gave up a bunch of runs against the Royals. But, right, you lost 14-3 against the Padres.
That wasn't good.
That was not a good game. And you lost 11-10 to the Royals, which, again, not a great game. You should not be giving them that many runs.
To be decent, good.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not, they have their off games, as they will, because they're not a very good team. But
I don't know what would have happened with that 14-3 game if it didn't get delayed in the beginning, because you played 2 innings and then you stopped.
Right.
For a certain amount of time.
And you never know what happens after
so
that.
They might have won that game if it wasn't for the delay. I mean, they did come out of the break hot, but you still
maybe I didn't get to watch those games because they were on Peacock.
Well, today it was on Peacock.
Well, the other game was on Apple or something.
Yes.
I don't.
We have Apple.
Yeah, but I don't know why I didn't. We're going to cancel that one too. Can't afford all these streaming channels. I wish they'd keep them on one thing. We decided to finally purchase Bally, and now they're not playing all the games on Bally. So,
well, it is what it is.
Looking forward to the Wings. We got 2 more months to go.
We have a month until Lions football and 2 weeks.
2 months till
2 months till
less than 50 days,
and we'll get busy with all those. But with the Tigers, right, they do have their chance. And hopefully they do have a good run this week to set themselves up to have a good mindset going into the trade deadline. Because this week you could be losing Rodriguez, you could be losing Lorenzen, you could be losing Lang, all depending on how this week goes.
I think the Tigers have really probably played above themselves this year so far.
Yes, they
I
have.
hope they keep doing it. It's been at least entertaining and fun. I've enjoyed watching them on the occasion and stuff. And is AJ Hinch signed beyond this year?
I believe so.
Because I hope they keep that guy. I mean, him and Scott Harris hopefully will bring the Tigers back into a playoff contending team, despite their owner who sucks. But
yeah, Hinch is here till 2025. So
yeah,
he'll have a couple more years, right? And he hasn't done bad. I mean, for the team, like I expected this team to be where the Royals were at. I expected them at this point in the season to only have 25 to 28 wins.
They've had a lot of nice.
And you are at where I said 45 wins. I said between 45 and 50.
Right. I've had a lot of nice stories on this team. Looking forward, it's certainly trending upward. And they've been far more entertaining than we gave them credit for. As you see, another indication of trying and keeping in the playoff race. You got packed houses. You got lots of players going, lots of people going down to see these games. And that means the businesses around the stadium are doing better. The bars, people got jobs, everything like that. Everyone goes, oh, well, it's more than just that. I mean, a sports team doing well or at least competing is great for the community.
Yeah, I would say your trade watch currently, your three top players are going to be Rodriguez, Lorenzen, and Lang. Besides that, I don't see anybody trading for any offensive pieces on our team unless somehow they're able to get rid of Baez, but I doubt it. And then with our outfield,
would be somebody I would get rid of, even though
no one's going to take on that contract.
I don't. Right, they're not going to. That's a pipe dream. Hell, I'd pay half that contract.
And maybe someone tries to get one of our.
And I feel bad because I think Baez, when he is on, is the best player on this team. When he isn't swinging at god awful pitches, which doesn't seem to be very often anymore. But I just don't get it. I just don't get how a guy that talented can't focus. And I mean, the pitchers don't even have to throw in the strike zone. He's going to swing at them.
Yeah.
Then it's.
The only other thing I would tell you to watch out for is maybe someone tries to trade for one of the outfielders we have. You're not going to give up Green or Carpenter, but maybe McKinstry, Verling, or Baду end up being a part of a trade. They could all be potentially gone. I don't think anyone will trade for them.
Right.
But they could be parts of trades. Maybe even Eric Haas if they wanted to, but probably not.
I mean, like I said, I don't know the situation as far as the contracts or what exactly is the smart thing to do if you don't think. But I mean, these are nice stories that we've had this year. McKinstry and Haas and, it's short. Zach Short has been really fun to watch at times. I just hope, like I said, that things develop. Certainly, with the money coming off the books with Miguel Cabrera, we should be spending this summer.
We're going to have openings to spend, right? Next year could be a year. And once we get to that point, we'll talk about it.
Could be a big jump.
But you'll have more cap space. This is a good look at the future, I think, with the team.
Our vision is weak. We have pitchers that are going to hopefully be coming back next year. I think the future looks bright at the moment for the Tigers. I think that they're at least, they are trending definitely upwards and can only get better. Yep. So let's hope they finish strong this year, or at least in the playoff chase till close to the end, till September, that we're still, at least 5 games around there. We all remember back in '87 when we came back 2 weeks left and we were like 5 games down and we swept 2 series with the Toronto Blue Jays to overtake them. So anything can happen. Anything.
But that being said, right?
Come back
like
to
what you see, Right? Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Share the video, and until next time, hope to see everybody.